Um, I don't know which camera to look at. Sorry. This is that. This is the first episode of Teched Out. I'll be talking about just random, items or, ideas or, technology, things that apply to just technology. And I mean, that could be anything from, websites you can go to look up even just new webmail services that you might not know about. There's certain, like 10-minute mail, there's certain things, everyone uses Gmail or Yahoo, but there's other things out there too. So just talking to people about things that you might not know about, like just what to put in your empty PCIe slot. You have an empty slot. What's best to put in that slot? How do you is liquid cooling a good option for hard drives? I do it mostly because I use my hard drives a lot, so they get hot, and it's I don't have air conditioning in my house, so it's hard to. I need liquid cooling for myself, so I think, hey, why not hard drives too? But so this show is called Teched Out, and this first episode is a very special episode because it's the first episode. So today I'm talking about RAM, and RAM. It's it could do a lot of things for you. You have to make sure you have at least a 8-bit computing environment, so it can handle this much RAM. This is a 2 gigabyte card. So you could put. My laptop has 4 slots, so I can put. If I put 4 of the 2 gigabyte, it would be 8 gigabytes total. Or you can get 4 gigs, and then it'd be 16. I'm not gonna do the math. This is not a show for nerds or anything like that, so I'm not gonna do the math for you. But RAM helps things go faster. You see, the hard drive in a computer stores data mostly, but when that data is accessed, sometimes the computer likes to access it. Sometimes it needs it for applications you're running and stuff. So instead of when you load an application from your hard drive, it likes to put certain files that are used frequently by the application in your RAM, and RAM is faster than a hard drive most of the time. There are certain hard drives that are pretty fast, but RAM is very fast. So if you have a lot of RAM, the computer will put a lot of the application inside. So RAM helps you run things faster. You can get higher frames per second on Facebook. You can open 2 Photoshops at once. You can look at 3 pictures while surfing YouTube. You do a lot of things together, and that's kind of what people expect from computers these days. So most of the time, RAM is a good thing to have in a computer. And this is the segment. It's a funny segment because there's no guest today, so I just have a little figurine I kept from my childhood, and I put him in the seat there. But sometimes when the show gets big, I'll have very prominent people on the show, like maybe Bill Gates. That's all I can think of really, who will talk for me, because I like presenting topics, but sometimes other people might have better ideas about things. But for now, it's just the rat. So it's mostly just a joke, and I hope it's probably funny. I don't know if that's funny. I think that's funny. So in our next episode, I'll show you how to install RAM. It's pretty much you need a screwdriver, unless you don't mind breaking a few things. Then you can just not use a screwdriver. But it's good to use a screwdriver, and this RAM. Um, I just realized the warranty is out on this RAM. Okay, we're gonna go to our next segment now. It's called just what are you thinking about? So, um, I'm thinking about all the ways I can use more RAM in my computer, and but I'd like to ask you what you're thinking about. So, just to type in the comment box what you think is what you're thinking about, and I'd like to know what you're thinking. Is he doing okay over there? We haven't we haven't heard from you all show. You're kind of quiet. You're kind of shy. It's like, are you camera shy? Oh, what? Cat got your tongue? Oh. Well, I hope that after you watch this video, you'll not just like take RAM for granted as if it's like, oh, no, it's just RAM. You won't be like that. You'll be more. You'll think when you open an application, you'll think about that all of the just important files and information going into the RAM, and that's what's making your work possible. If without that, we'd still be in like the Stone Age. So just make sure you have a computing